Hey Gaga, are you a Donald Trump fan?
Donald Trump, a man who believes his fame gives him the right to grab one of your daughters or sisters.
Lady Gaga didn't just throw shade, she eclipsed him. If Trump was expecting a harmless critique, he got a full-fledged Broadway-style takedown, complete with receipts and a mic drop moment that left his reputation gasping for air like a deflated campaign balloon.
Some people want to win races. Other people want to be president of the United States and change people's lives. It's about the intention. I believe that will reveal itself. People are smart. And I am hopeful that our nation is coming together. There's a lot of young people that really, really love each other. And if we can reestablish that human connection and get everyone to start speaking, I believe this divisiveness.
For most of this nation's history, women didn't have a say, Gaga proclaimed. But we raised families, supported men in power, and kept everything running. Now, we're stepping up to shape the future ourselves, she continued. I stand on the shoulders of fearless women who paved the way, and I'm casting my vote for a leader who represents all of us. If this moment had a soundtrack, it'd be a power ballad. Because Gaga didn't just critique him, she made it an entire performance. Shakespeare himself would have taken notes.
Half of this country's life, women didn't have a voice. Yet we raised children, we held our families together, we supported men as they made the decisions. But tomorrow, women will be a part of making this decision. Today, I am holding in my heart all the tough, tenacious women who made me who I am. I cast my vote for someone who will be a president for all.
Trump, the reality TV president whose White House tenure made The Apprentice look like a PBS special, got publicly dragged with the precision of a headline-making diss track. And this time, there was no comeback, no lawsuit, no frantic social media rant that could salvage the moment.
Supposed to be for VIPs, right? Now he's got Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is not too big. I could tell you plenty of stories. I could tell you stories about...
Picture Gaga, standing tall in an outfit sharper than Melania's side-eye, delivering lines so devastating that his spray tan might have gone a shade lighter in real time. He claims to speak for the unheard, she noted. But the real challenge today is separating truth from fiction.
He claims that he represents people who have been unrepresented, who haven't had a voice.
I think what is most important is for us to try to decipher now what is real and what is not, and what is honest and what is dishonest, and be accepting of those things, and not operating.
Honesty from deception, and having the courage to accept reality. And let's be real. If anyone can dismantle a man who thought covfefe was a word, it's Lady Gaga. Bad romance? More like bad presidency, and Mother Monster wasn't about to let it slide. Let's be honest, this reckoning was long overdue. Trump has spent his career thriving on controversy, pulling off political stunts so excessive that even the most theatrical pop stars would say, okay, tone it down. But Gaga? She stepped up and said, hold my mic, I brought receipts. And not just any receipts, but the kind that make even his most dedicated supporters second-guess their talking points. The time for action is now, she declared. Every ounce of energy, every bit of hope, every frustration, we need to channel it and show up at the polls, because the future depends on it. Trump has built an empire on spectacle, but Gaga just served him a reality check with a side of showbiz brilliance. And let's face it, nobody delivers an iconic moment quite like her. Even his most diehard fans had to hesitate before mumbling something about fake news and retreating into their MAGA echo chambers. For years, Trump has moved like a businessman who somehow managed to bankrupt a casino, a business literally designed to print money. And yet, he fumbled it harder than a toddler trying to carry a full gallon of milk. The difference? This time, Gaga was there to call it out. Loud, clear, and in true superstar fashion. On economic hardship, Trump's record, and a reality check from Hollywood's finest. He deserves the criticism John Legend stated without hesitation. He's done some awful things to this country. I think he's a truly terrible person, and when asked to elaborate, Legend didn't hold back. He's selfish. He's racist. He's misogynistic. He's a liar. Probably the worst liar we've ever seen in public life. He's completely ill-informed, a narcissist. I could go on. And oh, he did. Let's not forget Trump's painfully awkward attempts to court black voters, as if he expected a standing ovation every time he feigned concern. While Trump was busy staging forced photo ops with rappers who barely tolerated him, Legend was actively fighting for policies that actually mattered. There's something poetic about a man who effortlessly wins EGOTs outshining a man who couldn't even win the popular vote, Legend quipped. The receipts are all there. He's made it clear throughout his life that he thinks black people are inferior, Legend pointed out. He wouldn't even let us live in buildings back in the day. And when you listen to the stray comments he makes, it's obvious. He genuinely believes in a hierarchy of humanity, and we're not at the top in his mind. And then there's Chrissy Teigen, the undefeated queen of Twitter takedowns, whose 280-character masterpieces made Trump's rants look like the ramblings of a malfunctioning chatbot. While Trump's speeches often sounded like a broken teleprompter desperately trying to form a complete thought, Teigen's comebacks were sharp, deliberate, and devastating.
Are you and Donald Trump, if you had a chance to have a face-to-face with him or a conversation?
No, I would never. I would never. Never.
Look, that was serious.
I know. I mean, I just can't. I think I would throw up in my mouth. I don't even know how. It's just not possible for me. It's broken the lines of like, well, let's bring the parties together. No, it's.
She didn't just drag him, she turned it into a public spectacle, turning Twitter into a verbal coliseum where Trump was the hopelessly outmatched gladiator. If there's one thing Trump despised more than criticism, it was being ignored. And Teigen? She perfected the art of weaponizing his own ego against him. She didn't just win their battle of words, she left him flustered and defeated for all of the internet to see. "I saw your response to being blocked by Trump," a reporter once mentioned to her. "I mean, it was bound to happen." Teigen responded casually. "Was it though? I was kind of surprised he actually blocked you." And with effortless wit, she delivered the ultimate clapback. "I was surprised too. At what got me blocked?" It was such a throwaway comment. I've definitely said worse. But it's just so funny to me. It's so silly, and that's the beauty of it. Teigen didn't even have to try. Trump, the self-proclaimed master of the clapback, got so rattled by a single tweet that his only move was to hit block, like an angsty teenager ghosting an ex. Lady Gaga, Bruce Springsteen, John Legend, and Chrissy Teigen didn't just dislike Trump. They obliterated him at every turn. And the best part? They did it with ease. While Trump spent years constructing his own alternate reality, where he was the ultimate businessman, the perfect patriot, and America's last hope, these four used nothing but their voices, their platforms, and the undeniable power of facts to remind the world just how ridiculous the whole charade truly was. And that, my friends, is what real influence looks like.